Flies, so many flies. Flies, 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 flies. Thousands of them. Today I'm going to deal with this. It is oak. It used to belong, it was a pretty major limb on that oak tree up there, but I suspect in Storm R1 it blew over and it's been lying here for about 2 years now. It'll be reasonably dry, so it will make great firewood. And I'm trying to get the firewood stores full as quickly as possible. So this job is a candidate for getting done today. I don't have a plan. I do have a winch. I have a can-do attitude. So let's get this party started. And ignore the flies. There's just thousands of them today. First things first, let's give this ground a little whiz with the strimmer or weed whacker if you're in the States. I'm going to have to cut back some of this hazel, probably a little bit of this holly as well. Pre-start checks have been done off camera. Everything's good to go. I want to see where limbs are bent. I want to see where limbs are free. Anywhere where there's free limbs, that's a good place to start. It gets stuff out of my way. And I know it's not supporting anything. Right, this is a little space I've cleared up inside the nest. Quite happy being in here. It's not going anywhere just yet. A couple of things to note. This branch is contacting the ground and it's carrying weight. This one is not. This bit of hazel is under a stupendous amount of tension, so I can't have to be mindful around that. This limb here is on the ground over there. And I thought this was all one structure. Turns out there's 3 bits of it. So there's a bit down there that looks straightforward. I can just pull that out. And there's another bit down here that's all intertwined in a hazel tree and a birch tree and the top of this and the rest of the oak tree and the rest of it. So basically, it's a giant puzzle. I could cut it here. I'm just going to cut it off. If I cut it here straight away, it's just going to go snap and pop. So I'm just going to do a couple of relief cuts in here then I'll cut it in there. It's hard work, this. All right, let's deal with this. I don't like it. It's beautiful, and I would leave it here if I was creating a path. I'm not, and I need to get it out because it's part of the problem. So I'm going to do V-cut on the compression side and just let the tension relieve itself, and then I'll center it. Way to do it though. Technically, you shouldn't cut above like that. You can do that, technically. You can do anything you want, I want to be honest. But if you want to follow the rules, you can't go higher than that. So I think I'm going to do my V-cut here. Now I'll just keep nibbling away at this, and it'll slowly close up as the tension presses the wood fibers together. Stopping to find the microphone. I swear I spend more time doing this than I do anything else. You see how much tension was in that cut? It was folded over, and I can't fold that with my own strength. So that should give you an idea on just how much tension was in this bit of wood. But now it's nice and straight, I can take it out and carry on. I'm going to reposition you, being careful not to lose the microphone this time, and carry on. I think we might be getting close to a winch point soon. Here. I didn't anticipate that coming towards me. That wasn't good. It wasn't life-threatening. It would have been better if I had have anticipated it, because at some point it might be life-threatening. This, however, is how we learn. The tension was towards me. I should have severed it from the other side. Covered it in my wind throw assessment. Alright, let's do a bit of clear up. We have chopped a lot out of here. I keep the ear things on even when there's no noise, because the flies love to get into a nice, moist, sweaty ear. And whilst I'm generally not bothered about the flies, broadly speaking, you get used to doing that, there is just no degree of awfulness like having a fly in your ear, unless it's a horsefly or a wasp or a bee. So I keep them shut. And occasionally they get on the camera, like now. Oi! Right, let's do some more cutting. I want to cut these little bits out so I can get myself more ground to work with. The one thing the flies don't like is the exhaust from the chainsaw, which is another reason I tend to leave the chainsaw running. The section here is basically floating in the air because it's locked together with all of this. So I'm going to generally stay away from this until I've sorted this area. Right, more dragon, 800%. Chain has came off Skybar. Is it bent? Will it still work? Is the day over? Let's find out. I can't feel this through my gloves, so I'm going to have to use my hands. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's have a quick look. Lucky. I've already smashed one of these light bars so I'm a bit disposed to not like them. Right, that was a nice little break. Let's get back to it. I'm at the point now where I'd quite like it to not be a towering structure. What I might do is I might put a strop as high as I can get it on one of these limbs and set up the winch on one of those oaks and pull it backwards. So let's have a look. So basically tipping that way. Right. I'm aware what you're all thinking. Just need to get it on here, put a strap on. Right. That'll do me. Good. So I've got this strap here. It's a 3-ton strap in a 6-ton configuration. Plenty of limit. I've got it shackled on my wire, which I'm going to feed through the winch, which for pulling is rated at 2.4, so we're well within tolerances. God damn these flies. Horseflies are biting like a mofo. Everything's rated correctly, but I actually should have gone a few sizes up with the strops. The last video that I filmed using this lightning tree, I had it in a choke configuration, and if I just read the instructions on the strap, I would have realized that that reduces the safe working load of the strap by 20%. So if it's rated at 3 ton, 20% of that takes it down to 2.4 ton, and that's exactly the same as the winch. That's a problem because the brass pins in the winch need to be the weakest part of the system. So I'm going to have to use this in its in a basket configuration, and that should give us 6 ton. The irony of it is, waiting in the house for me right now is a new set of slings rated much higher, but I don't have them here, so that's that. basket configuration. This, let's get it connected to the winch. Look at me hugging a tree. Right, pop the winch into feed mode. Down. There you go. Release vertical. We feed the end of the cable in through here. This is the front of the winch. And this bit's a ball leg. Let's get winching. Sorry. Now it's a much easier job. Now I've just got to chop it up. Have a little drink, disconnect the winch system, pack that up, and then let's get this cleaned up. Job's a good one. That was my second least favourite bit. This is my least favourite bit. And that would be rolling the cable up. I never get it right. It always ends up a mess. That's the fun over with. That's the 10%. Let's do the 90%. You be that shape. Did it again. Pop towards my face. Separate from this side, shall we? So it's down and it's dealt with. I've got a lot of stuff to cross cut. I've got a lot of kindling to sort out. I am pestilence according to the amount of flies that are around me. So that's it. I'm going to pack up. I'm going to go home. I'm going to appreciate not having the buzz of flies around me. And all in all, good day. Thanks for watching. Flies. So many flies.